The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Thursday, January 9, 2025 are here. In Thursday's episode, fans can expect Ridge Forrester to have an extraordinary gift for Taylor Hayes. Meanwhile, Hope Logan urges Brooke Logan to stick around at Forrester Creations. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the next episode of the CBS soap opera. Taylor Hayes reconnection. B&B spoilers for Thursday, January 9 reveal that in light of Brooke's betrayal, Ridge immediately turned to Taylor. Ridge appreciates the support that Taylor has given him. Of course, Ridge doesn't have all the facts, but for now, he appreciates Taylor having his back. Right now, Ridge is confident that Steffi Forrester Finnegans will find a way to get them the company back. While Ridge and Eric Forrester don't know what the plan is, they do have full faith in Steffi's ability to accomplish the impossible. B&B spoilers, Ridge Forrester's gift. At the end of Wednesday's episode, fans watched as Ridge held Taylor's hands. Ridge also mentioned that they have the whole house to themselves. It is also teased that Ridge will have a special gift for Taylor. Just because Ridge isn't at the office doesn't mean he's not working. Ridge has created a gorgeous gown for Taylor. It is also teased that TRIDG will share a fiery kiss, so expect full passion by the end of the week. Brooke Logan's reconsideration. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Thursday, January 9 reveal that Brooke will continue to question her direction in life. Brooke is heartbroken and isn't sure if she really should even be at Forrester Creations. Of course, Hope needs Brooke there and in charge to help protect her line. While Carter Walton has made lots of promises, what if Hope's numbers never do improve? Even if Brooke quit today, Ridge is still back with Taylor. Ridge is also convinced that Brooke is the enemy, so quitting won't change anything for Ridge. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Thursday, January 9, 2025. In Thursday's episode, fans can also expect Hope to encourage Brooke. Not only will Hope try to get Brooke to stay at Forrester Creations, but will try to soothe her broken heart too. Now the question is, with Ridge back with Taylor, who will Brooke's next man be? Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Thursday, January 9, 2025? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The bold and the beautiful spoilers Thursday, January 9. Hope's desperate damage control, Ridge's remarkable gift. Now that her plan is in place and moving forward, Steffi takes some sweet downtime with her husband. They cuddle up on the couch for a few blissful moments. Will she open up to him about her super secret plot? Meanwhile, over at the office, Hope comforts her mother over her new rift with Ridge. Poor Brooke is a mess and is starting to second-guess her decision to take on the CEO spot. Can Hope talk her mother out of walking away from Forrester to save her relationship? Brooke is reaching the end of her rope with all the drama. Drama that her daughter had a strong hand in causing. This coup Hope and Carter have going on is causing too much animosity and far too much heartbreak, and Brooke has had enough. On the Thursday, January 9 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers preview Brooke's painful feelings after losing Ridge as Hope tries to support her. Brooke may be so dejected that she considers stepping down as CEO of Forrester Creations, but Hope urges her to stay. Meanwhile, Ridge continues his planned night of romance for Taylor. Stay tuned for the passion and the tears. Brooke tried her best to salvage her relationship with Ridge. She maintained that he was still her destiny, even after catching him with Taylor. Unfortunately, her face-to-face with Ridge didn't go as she planned. She thought that once she revealed that she only took the CEO job to give it back to him, everything would be okay. Alas, it wasn't. Ridge didn't believe Brooke's reasoning. He couldn't get past what Hope did and not spew venom about her. For Brooke, that's the deal breaker. You can't loathe her daughter and call her names. You also can't go running back to Taylor in a snap every time there is an issue. Brooke had an epiphany. She wants someone who loves her and only her. After some dramatic slaps and pushes, she went on her way to face life as a single woman yet again. Naturally, a breakup like this will not be without some regrets. Brooke may feel she made a big mistake by stepping into the CEO role. However, Hope is there to tell her that she deserves better and that the company needs her. Brooke, please don't jump ship now. Ridge, meanwhile, is moving forward full force without a glance in the rearview mirror. Coming up, Ridge gifts Taylor a gown he designed, igniting their night of romance and passion. Hope comforts Brooke over Ridge and urges her to stay CEO of the new company. The bold and the beautiful spoilers document that Steffy Forrester Finnegan is not allowing grass to grow. She is setting a plan in motion that targets Hope Logan. Steffy intends to stab Hope and Carter Walton in the heart. Viewers learned that Steffy is friends with Daphne Rose. Kudos to the writing staff for creating a new character woven into the Forrester Creations power struggle. Daphne willingly accepted Steffy's offer to woo Carter, destabilizing the two-person contingent that's taken hold of the family business. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Hope Logan and Carter Walton overtaken. Hope and Carter are infatuated with Daphne. The so-called best nose in Paris, France, bowled them over with her entrance. Fanny Grayson wanted to get SC's fragrance contract, but Daphne's entrance and subsequent subtitled conversation ended Fanny's hopes. She didn't care because, like Carter and Hope, she admires Daphne. But Fanny seemingly doesn't know that Daphne is in cahoots with Steffy. That likely won't become known for a while. It appears as though Fanny will exit stage left now that Daphne is on the scene. B&B spoilers. Who is Daphne Rose? Daphne is a mover and shaker in the luxury world, precisely where Carter wants to position FC, so Steffy aims to have Daphne lure Carter. That effort has excellent potential because it should create the desired tension between the lovebirds. Carter and Hope have just begun their relationship. They have a genuine spark, but their togetherness is also a pairing of convenience. So Carter is vulnerable to becoming enchanted by Daphne. Viewers never knew Steffy had a famous friend, but that connection is being mined in an attempt to retake control of the company her grandparents co-founded. This effort might not be instantaneous, but should eventually yield positive results as long as Carter and Hope remain unaware of what's happening. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Steffy Forrester Finnegan for the win. Ridge Forrester offered a wry smile when Steffy shared her plan with him, Eric Forrester, and her mom, Taylor Hayes. They all know Steffy means business and will soon make her return to the executive suite. Carter and Hope will be leery of Steffy, but the presence of Daphne should distract Carter's attention. Hope is a different calculation, so Steffy must be careful with her. Steffy is up to the task, but Hope is no pushover and is motivated to keep all Carter helped her to reclaim. Winning means wresting control from Carter forcibly, not waiting years for lawyers to regain legal control or arrive at some distasteful compromise. So Steffy's plot, like this storyline itself, is compelling. This site is a leading source for everything linked to the bold and the beautiful. Check back regularly for B&B spoilers and news. The bold and the beautiful spoilers tease that Sheila Sharp and Deacon Sharp are surprisingly solid. Both have cleaned up their acts, and it's refreshing to see former convicts getting along so well in the world. The beautiful spoilers, She-Con, are boring, but there could be a major change in the status quo, and we are here to spill the juice. Keep reading to discover what She-Con could be facing in the new year. Sheila is working at Deacon's popular outdoor cafe, Il Giardino. This job has kept her away from John Finnegan and Steffy Forrester, which has kept her out of trouble. But a good Sheila is a boring Sheila? Some fans think so. B&B spoilers. Will Sheila Carter explode in 2025? B&B head writer and executive producer Bradley Bell has spoken about the couple's future, and he offered a hint or two that could be interpreted in any number of ways. According to Bello Giardino has the best pizza in Los Angeles, and there's a new story for Sheila and Deacon coming up that we're writing right now. He added, it's going to be something completely different for them. The story sounds like it won't air until later in 2025 because it's still being created. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. What happens next on the lay-based Sudzer? Sheila is a pretty good thief, liar, and cheat. Can you imagine what in the world would be different for her, as Belle describes it? She has murdered people, pretended to be dead, and tried to kill Finn and Steffi, her own son and DL. Her rep is so bad that she was considered a suspect in the 2 murders that took place at the bistro last year. B&B spoilers. Will Sheila Carter get in trouble? At this point, we can only speculate. Will Sheila find new trouble? Will there be trouble in Shikan's marriage? Or maybe she turns her attention back to Finn. Honestly, we'd like to see Sheila and Deacon become parents. There are any number of ways to do this, including adoption. It would give both a chance to shine and mitigate the parenting fails they have in the past. Do you want Sheila and Deacon to become parents in the new year? Be sure to catch up on everything happening with B&B right now. Come back here often for the bold and the beautiful spoilers, news, and updates, and make us your favorite hotspot. At the Forrester mansion, Eric tells Ridge he's not a fan of the cloak and dagger antics. Steffi hasn't shared any of her plan with them. Ridge says she wants Hope and Carter out of the building. That's good enough for him. Taylor appears after taking a call and asks if Steffi told them any more about her plan. She learns that she didn't, and Ridge urges Taylor to find out. At the Cliff House, Steffi pours Daphne a glass of bubbly. She sniffs deeply and tells her the scent is out of this world. She's counting on it. Steffi tells Daphne that every second Carter and Hope are in control at Forrester is a slap in the face to her family. Daphne assures her that Carter will be putty in her hands. Steffi wants a front row seat. Carter and Hope will question her return to the office, but they'll also see it as a victor. She says Carter is under Hope's spell, and Daphne smiles, not for much longer. At Forrester, Hope and Carter gush over Daphne and her fragrance. She tells him they are attracting the finest people. His plan is already working. Brooke comes in, and they start raving about the changes happening around there. Brooke sighs that these changes, she doesn't think there will be any coming back from it. Hope asks if she's talking about the company, or her and Ridge. Brooke doesn't want to think about that right now. She doesn't know why she came back here. She can't focus. She sighs that she never wanted this division, but Ridge has turned against her. He turned too. Hope asks, Taylor? Brooke says she let the emotions get the best of her and slapped Ridge. Hope tells her mother that she and Carter didn't want her caught in the middle of this. Brooke asks where else she could be. She's her daughter and Ridge was her partner. She was ready to forgive him for Taylor until she realized she was being foolish. She took the CEO position because she thought she could help, but Ridge wasn't understanding. Hope guesses he went after her for joining forces with them. Brooke says he made her feel like a stranger. She slapped him and walked out. Taylor was coming in, and she shoved her. At the Forrester mansion, Eric is upset about Brooke taking the CEO position and slapping Ridge. Taylor says she's hurting and is taking it out on Ridge. He thinks she needs to blame her daughter. Hope is the reason Carter betrayed them, and they're in this position. He checks on Taylor, who says Brooke can't hurt her anymore at this point. Back at Forrester, Brooke wants to know what's going on with the company. She asks about the fragrance line, and Carter tells her they have very exciting news. They all agree that Daphne Rose is on another level from Fanny and would bring a lot of credibility to their venture. Carter asks if the CEO agrees to make her an offer. Brooke says, of course. At the Cliff House, Daphne tells Steffi that Carter is calling. She answers on speakerphone and he tells her he wants to meet and is sure they can work out a deal. Daphne purrs about him being intrigued with her. She's intrigued by him too. She disconnects and tells Steffi that Carter Walton took the bait. Steffi muses that now she only has to reel him in. At the Forrester mansion, Ridge and Eric complain that Brooke could have hurt Taylor, who is being treated for a heart condition. Eric rants about his company being stolen. Ridge says the name on it is Forrester. His father is the heartbeat of Forrester. Eric says it's a family business. Ridge tells him it will be again. Taylor points out their daughter is working on it as they speak. At Forrester, Carter, Hope, and Brooke discuss landing Daphne's fragrance. Hope says Ridge and Steffi could have been a part of this. Carter muses that they couldn't see the vision. They go on about Forrester being in good hands. Hope thinks Ridge is feeling insecure. Deep down, he's afraid that Forrester will thrive under Brooke's leadership. Daphne Rose coming on board is a sigh of things to come. There is no telling what the future will hold. At the Cliff House, Steffi bets Carter and Hope are congratulating themselves right now. She thanks Daphne, who is happy to help out a friend. Steffi says Carter is a hypocrite and behind him is a psychopathic blonde named Hope Logan. She won't let them get away with this. Daphne tells her not to worry. She knows exactly what to do. Steffi asks if they should go over the plan again. Daphne doesn't need to. It's quite simple. Steffi says, for you. Carter's already charmed. She notes that this isn't all bad. Brooke's already out of her father's life, and it needs to stay that way. At Forrester, Hope gushes to Brooke about Daphne's fragrance. Brooke is melancholy, and Hope asks if there is anything she can do. She's sorry their takeover hurt her. Brooke says Ridge hurt her. The way he treated me, like I was just another Logan, like it's a crime to be a Logan. Hope says she tried to fight for her love, and she's sorry Ridge couldn't do the same for her. Alone at the Forrester mansion, Eric's gone for a drive and Ridge and Taylor discuss the situation. Taylor's sorry it's gotten so ugly. She asks how Ridge feels about Steffi going back to Forrester. Ridge feels fine about it. He mutters about Brooke being the new CEO. He made her an executive, but it wasn't enough. Ridge wants to talk about something else and notes Taylor doesn't need this in her life. He doesn't want to talk about Carter and Hope. He thanks Taylor for what she brings to the family, like strength and passion. They embrace, and he grunts that they have the house to themselves. Taylor grins. What are you up to, Ridge Forrester? Few characters embody the idea that life is a roller coaster like the bold and the beautiful's Hope. Right now, she's on top of the world, in a loving relationship with a man who would do just about anything for her, including take over an entire company. In the years since Annika Noel's been in the role, Hope's been riding high countless time before, only to come crashing back to Earth, over and over again. But that's the nature not just of the character, but of soaps in general. Back when Noel first auditioned to play Hope, she explained on her first episode of Bold Live that she was aware of Bold and Beautiful because her mom watched soap operas. She'd seen it every now and then, but was far from an expert. When I auditioned, she revealed, I had a code name. I think her name was Linda or Julie. At the time, though, I still had my never-dyed hair. I was my natural hair color, and every girl in the waiting room was blonde or bleached blonde. And I just remember thinking, oh, well, I'm not getting this. But then she got a call back, and another. Next thing she knew, they were asking her to read with Scott Clifton and Catherine Kelly Lang. And that's when producer and Bold Live host Casey Kasperzik shared a clip of her producer callback with Lang herself. Check it out below. When Matula pointed out that she was pretty sure the scene they read was from when Brooke slept with Oliver, Kasperzik was impressed by how much she knew her Hope from before her time. And there was a decent amount of history to learn by 2018. Kimberly Matula had brought Hope from childhood to adulthood when she joined the show in 2010. Oliver, Wyatt, Liam, She had her share of flings, marriages, and heartbreak. But Sheila departed in December of 2014 after Hope suffered a miscarriage. She ran off to Milan to try escaping her anguish and divorced then-husband Wyatt. When Noel showed up in 2018, it had been just over 3 years since Hope had been in Los Angeles. And while she departed in tears, she returned in triumph as Ridge had asked her to return home and surprise Brooke. Tears, though, have kind of been her hallmark. Her early days were characterized by Liam's trademark bouncing between Hope and Steffi. Then there was their stillborn daughter who turned out to be very much alive, just adopted by Steffi. Thomas grew obsessed and preyed upon her. There was a mannequin. Over the years, Hope and Noel have cried so many tears. As Kasperzik told the actress on the Bold Live episode, "Nobody does angst and having your heart ripped out of you like you do. You do it so well." "Thanks," Noel laughed. "Thank you. It is an honor that you guys trust me with such heavy material like that. But I think it's good every now and then for the character and the fans to have a little levity, so it is more effective when those things do happen." We don't know about levity, but things have certainly been looking up for Hope lately since she's got a new love in Carter and a whole new career trajectory now that she and her beau swayed Forrester away from the, well, Forresters. Of course, she only got here after more than her share of heartbreak, from Thomas running off and returning engaged to Paris, to Steffi caning Hope for the future, which kick-started this whole hostile takeover. And we hate to say it, but seeing as how Brooke took the job as Forrester CEO in order to trick and betray her own daughter, and Steffi's got her own plan to take her nemesis down, we don't see the good times lasting. But hey, at least when this all inevitably falls apart on Hope, at least maybe she'll still have Carter's handsome shoulder to cry on. Whether the future brings more good times for Noel's character, we can only, well, hope. But no matter what, we're sure the actress will keep knocking it right out of the park. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester are back together. While Taylor claims she doesn't need a man, fans are wondering if she's actually had a man all this time. It seems a bit odd that Taylor has gone decades without dating anyone, and it's unbelievable. So could Taylor's secret lover come to Los Angeles and expose her shameless little secret? Keep reading and let's talk about the possibilities. Taylor Hayes' death sentence. B&B spoilers reveal that Taylor came back to Los Angeles thinking she was dying. It was a misdiagnosis because Taylor didn't bother to get any tests or follow up with any specialists. Thankfully, Taylor got the right diagnosis of broken heart syndrome. That led to Ridge helping Taylor with chakra healing sessions and bringing them closer together. The only problem was that the chakra straddling was a tad inappropriate considering Ridge was engaged to Brooke Logan. B&B spoilers, Brooke Logan's betrayal. Moving forward, Carter Walton tricked the Forrester family and now he is in control of the company. The Forrester family considers Brooke becoming CEO of Forrester Creations total betrayal. While Brooke tried to explain herself, Ridge doesn't buy it at all. While separating for a bit makes sense, Ridge jumping into bed with Taylor within an hour really doesn't. In any case, it's a soap, and it's not always supposed to be logical. Ridge Forrester's rekindled romance. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Ridge and Taylor will continue to get closer. While Taylor and Ridge did end up in bed together, Brooke only thinks they slept together. Taylor and Ridge actually haven't gotten to that point yet. Now they will share a fiery kiss, and Ridge ends up designing a gorgeous gown for Taylor. That leads to Taylor and Ridge finally giving in to intimacy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Secret man bombshell? It would be easy to see Ridge suddenly proposing to Taylor. Steffi Forrester Finnegan would be thrilled. It might also bring Thomas Forrester back for the wedding. Thomas always wanted his parents back together too, so it would be a great time for Thomas to make a special appearance. However, has Taylor really been single all these years? It seems more likely that Taylor has a secret man. It might not have been anything serious, at least to Taylor. What happens if that man crashes Taylor and Ridge's wedding? How will Taylor explain herself, especially after being so judgy about everyone else?